Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm TC and today we're going to be talking about the Union Ultra snowboard binding. I rode the Union Ultras at Copper Mountain on a beautiful, warm, sunny, slushy day. It was a bit chewed up out there and I used my K2T Manifest with Ride Fuse boots. So when it comes to straps, they are comfortable, they are a little bit softer, where you do have a nice padding right on the backside, so it does feel a little bit more plush and cushiony, but there is a little bit of toe and ankle pressure points, I'll say, just right on the outside where those ratchets are located. Overall, a little bit softer on the strap side, but still very comfortable, grips every toe cap really well, and holds on for pretty much any condition that you're in. So when it comes to the ratchets, it is fairly standard, not a lot of slipping or like ripping of the ladder. Really nice smooth, easy one finger to take off, put back on. The one thing I did notice is you only do get 3 clicks on it, and that's as far as it'll go. There's no pushing it for that last click syndrome. When it comes to the Highback, it is gonna be on that softer side where torsionally you do have quite a bit of play to it. There is no forward lean adjuster on it, so what it's set at is what you get. Adjustability wise with the Union Ultra is fairly straightforward, where you have just 2 screws in the back to adjust that heel cup forward and back to center that boot. You have a double pin system on the ankle as well. You're gonna use a screwdriver to pop that off. And then we have a twist tab system to center that toe strap with a push pin design to move that toe strap to get it either on top of your toe or in front of your toe. Also on the inside here of the Highback, you can adjust your Highback to center it along your heel side edge. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. And then you do have a micro disc, so you can center it side to side, get that perfect stance, or heel to toe, depending on how you want to do that. So when we're talking binding flex, this binding pretty much flexes in every single way. You have lateral play, and you have a little bit of play heel to toe, just because of those softer straps. When it comes to the base tray, it does have quite a bit of flex since it really isn't connected in the middle, just apart from where that mini disc connects. So it does allow play in every single direction. Straps will be a little bit softer. They do have that exoskeleton on the ankle to provide a little bit support, but still allow that side to side play we're looking for. And the Highback is pretty much the same story. It'll allow that side to side lateral play to it, but give a little bit support heel to toe. Overall, the binding did ride fairly damp. I did have a few pressure points under my heels and toes, I would say, where that plastic cover plate did not provide a lot of support, where I could feel that padding underneath my toe and heel with a little bit of space underneath my foot, where it did feel a little bit less supported, I'll say. The ideal rider for this binding would be just that jib kid that likes to go out in the park, rides really soft boots, has a soft board, literally hitting every rail out there. Not hitting the biggest jump line there is, maybe if they lose a bet to their friend, but for the most part, they're gonna be out there sliding steel with this thing. So personally, this is a pretty decent binding, I'll say. Like, for that rider that they have in mind for it, great binding. If you're looking to take this thing all mountain, it's not gonna be your favorite binding or your binding of choice. I did notice a lot that there isn't a lot of support underneath your foot, where it did feel like an early 2000s to a late 90s binding on the base tray for what I felt underneath my foot. Everything else does feel like a brand new binding though, like of this century, I'll say. Where very comfortable, but it hits all the marks that it should for its customer base. The 3 comparable bindings would be the Jones Orion, the Solomon District, and the Battalion Chaos ASIM. This has been my review of the Union Ultra snowboard binding. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave a comment down below. I wanna know what you guys have to say about it. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click that bell, turn on those notifications. If you wanna support us further, head on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I can explain more here, but we have a great video on over there that'll explain it further for you. As always, I'm TC, and I'll see you guys in the next video.